Uh, hello, I'm here. Hold on. Okay, thought I heard something. Thought my TV was on, but it wasn't. Oy. Having problems with the back today. What else is new? So yeah, get me new cap. I'm getting a new T-shirt as well. So anyway, so I guess I'm not talking loud enough, or I'm talking too fast. If I'm talking too fast, then well, I got to do something about that. Which comes to my next thought. Uh, I've said this once and I've said it once before. No, I've said it before, but I don't think I've said it on here. Wacky is for kids, crazy is for adults. We all know this. Why? Because when some adults go crazy and insane, well, they're just that crazy and insane. So, what does that tell me about what's going on in life? Oh, politics is what else is new? Politics suck. You know that they really can really like my crack. Oh, I'm just tired of it. I see it. You know, I watch it. Someone's so damn funny when I say something, but the minute I do it, it's like I get that look like, yeah, if you said that, you'd probably be booted out. Well, why can't I say it? You know, whatever thought I want to say, yeah, it's what I blurted out. Anyway, some of the topics I do talk about, yeah, borderline, everyday things that we do, uh, things we observe, some things we just, yeah, no wonder, you wonder why certain things happen. And they do, and they just piss you off. Sometimes you just have someone that chews so fucking loud that you don't understand how they can chew is louder than a fucking cow, right? Especially when it comes to chewing ice. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, it sounds like Tasmanian devil. Something like that. So anyway, but yeah, loud chewers. I mean, I'm just not into that thing. You know, if I hear it, I just cringe and I keep my mouth shut. When you hear the loud chewing, you just want to, say something. Uh, and that was someone else. Uh, and you just wonder, what, where did you grow up? Okay. I mean, where I'm understanding what I'm doing is I'm eating quietly, but somewhere else, I mean, it could be in a restaurant. You could hear someone chew so damn loud. It's like, and this is actually the booth that's right behind me when that happens. So, I mean, it's just like if you get a steakhouse and someone could be eating a steak, oh, yikes! I don't want to put my hand by that piece of steak right there. I might get chewed off. Of course, then again, it's the simple thing. I know. I wonder why. Some animals eat their young. It's just not. Yeah. So yeah, but A few quiet chores, which I do on occasion, but sometimes I get a little loud. I'm told, hey, don't chew so loud. Why? Because it's really unappealing. Oh, I never heard that one before. Have you? Really? Have you? If you haven't, then you know. And I look at myself thinking, do I eat loud? I try not to. Try to think about everyone. If I do chew loud, then I wonder, why am I chewing too loud, right? And it's clear it's starting to drive me nuts again. So anyway, big debate going on in my head because when you're chewing, and you're chewing, and you're trying to get, especially when it comes to a piece of steak, you're chewing, can't get it out. You don't have a piece of fat or some sort of like tendon sticking, outside of your mouth, that kind of over here, and you're just like thinking, and you're gnawing, and the person that you're with, or date or family member, staring at you like, "What the fuck are you doing? Eh, You look like a Neanderthal." Well, that's what I was trying to do. I wouldn't do that on a date. Mm-mm. Well, not on a date. No way. No way, no how. And I'm off to the side. I do that a lot. Sidestepping. The next one feel good though. Besides my back. Right side up. Left side out. Back. It's getting better. So, anywho, I've been wondering one thing. I mean, I know there's still spring breaks and all that, but usually during spring break, one that in the past when I was in high school, there were some places I went to, it's like, because I got married when I was young, so I didn't, really didn't get a chance to do that the college version of spring break. Uh, because I was with family. Yeah, if you really want to know. I never really had a chance to go to college spring break. That I missed out on. Oh no, 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 no. One time I did do something. Uh, Miami. uh, yeah, I'll keep that one under wraps. A little too much information. TMI. Talking about TMI. I mean, I'm serious, and I'm serious when I say this actually, because when you take a look at life itself, I mean, I'm reading stuff that's on my phone, with the headlines, what's going on with Trump and with Musk. I mean, hey, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, these people are really getting really down and dirty when it comes to, I'm not saying anything to get anyone to say, let's do this with anything. Uh, I'm not endorsing it and saying you have to do it. I think people are, but I can honestly say I think people are finally becoming unhinged when it comes to what Trump and Musk are doing. Something that pissed me off earlier today, I was reading about, what Trump's idea of eliminating the Department of Education. Fuck that. You all know how I feel about that. It's been a cause of mine for quite some time where it is imperative to help out as much as we can when it comes to the Department of Education. We need especially for special needs children out there. Autism. They could have some kind of nervous thing going. Just you know, you take away the special needs programs. What do you got? Nothing. I mean, you got to take a look. A few things. It's not states have to work on this too. I mean, it's a two-way street. State and federal both have to work on it. Okay, federal. If they need to, someone, someone needs to keep these schools going for kids. Like you know, here we go. Oh, you got Montessori schools where you know kids. It's more like a privatized school where you don't have the big classes where kids can actually you know it's a smaller school. It's a specialized school, and you can get grants for that where you can you know develop your kids but in a smaller environment. Some kids actually thrive better in that type of environment only because of the fact that you have to get their attention away. Sometimes the attention span of a child can be excellent, and sometimes in my case when I was a child, as far as my own personal demons, I had a learning disability. Now, my motor skills weren't all there. Uh, but the thing is, I mean, there are children there out there. They're going through the same thing. All right. You got to find something that's really going to help them out rather than just ignore it. And that's what the federal government's going to be doing, ignoring what the special needs kids need. Daddy Trump is not wanting to take care of you, I take it. Uh, but you know what I mean? It drives me nuts. Yeah. Write a letter to your congressman, tell him, hey, we need the Department of Education, for everyone. The states will work with the federal government, and you know, you scratch my back, you scratch mine, tit for tat. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, Ryan. So yeah, Department of Education. I mean, I've been requested to mention this each time. Maybe if we can just get something set up where we can you know lay out our plans. Let's do it. Call your congressman, senator. Call, you call Washington D.C. and say, something. Don't take, it's not nothing like, don't take away my MTV. I mean, this is more like, hey, don't take away my child's education. You just can't do it that way, right? Right. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? So it's just that important to call congressman and say, something, get off your ass and do what's right for the children. Part of you think it's, you know, we need to, cut down, a lot of unneeded spending. Of course we do. All right. It's the same thing when you're at home, you need to cut down some stuff, it's a little bit of house cleaning and that's it. But what's happening is it's many tens and, it'll be millions of dollars that supposedly, it's supposed to take off. And then when you cut funding, uh, for other things like US aid, where we need that more than anything else. And that's wasteful spending because we're going out and helping other people, especially that are sick, need fresh food, the help and whatever they need. We need that. We need the Department of Education. We, you know, I'm sure there are other things that I could think of, but I'm a little dense right now where we need the help. You know, I mean, finding out that, we're not going to need that much uh, stop putting in the electrical charger for electric vehicles. Well, you know something. I mean, you knew the inevitable was going to happen. Okay, Trump got a big endorsement from Elon Musk, which helped him win. And anyone you ask, okay, and I come up with Trump. Uh, I wouldn't say victims, because of the fact he made some promises that he has still hasn't kept. Typical, a- any typical congressperson, legislative, but when you're person you vote for president doesn't really follow what you need, then you're asking yourself, why did we vote for him? I mean, I'm serious. Tax dollars out the window. That bird just laid an egg. Oh, you'd say that in Congress, no doubt about it. I just wish it would have laid an egg on his head because it does look like a bird's nest. But there are other things we need to be concerned about. We just need to be concerned about is how the country is run. Because right now it's gone for shit. If you ask my father, ask me, it's gone to shit because they're just running around with like a whole bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. Let's get rid of these benefits. Let's get rid of these. We're going to cut Medicaid, or we're going to cut the Medicare. Well, of course they're going to say something about Medicaid. That's been something that's been said for how many years? Really? I mean, it's just mind-boggling. The things that people need in life, to get through life, the government feels that it's wasted, you know, taxpayers' money. Well, to be honest, every person deserves insurance, health insurance. Every person deserves, let's see, uh, education. Everyone needs a voice, which I've said so many times because I do believe in the freedom of speech. Everyone needs the right to defend themselves with the correct action of uh, controlling it. Yes, I'm talking about guns. And the word on that one is control. It doesn't say take away. Control means to control something, like a controlled substance. Uh, a controlled gun is kind of the same way. So, but when it comes to an automatic rifle, that is not considered, or an automated gun is not what we all need in there. The ones that are out. I'm about to go on a rant. Oh boy. You know me, it's the same old shit every time. It just it's about control. It's not about taking away. Two differences. You know, if we want to control by not providing automatic assault rifles or guns, automated guns that go off too fast, military style. Belong in the military, right? Right. You know, something you need to think about, and think about what you want done. That's what your Congress, people that work in Congress for your state do. They'll listen to you. Bring something up. Bring up a great idea that when you're thinking out of the box, instead of pissing in the box like Trump does, or who knows? I mean, could be pissing contests. I wouldn't know, but it's just one of those things where it gets frustrating. You know, I'm disabled. Doing school, doing this, which got a feeling it probably did shit. That some of this memorized too. One of these days, I gotta have some bloopers on this. It's gonna look funny as hell. But I really should be talking like this because when I'm talking, at least through the camera, you can actually see my eye contact. Huh, that's better. Maybe. Hold on. Hey, hey. See how the glare is this time. Not as bad. A little bit on the right side there. Can't do this, but yeah, it's the top there. It's not gonna bother me too much. But if you're passionate about something, you do it. Am I right? And if you're passionate about your kids, you want to do something for your kids, right? Right. You've been let go. You have been in the work for a company for a long time, and you are laid off for no reason whatsoever. Uh, no, no, no. Uh, you need to give a reason, right? Right. Uh, you don't just walk someone out and say, "Guess what?" And then when you get fired, then you have to come back and you only have 15 minutes to get your stuff off of your desk. 15 minutes. Okay, so this is like, being on the Price is Right, and they're doing that race game for about, what was it, 1 minute or something like that. Well, what if someone has about like 1,000 things that are in their desk and under the on or in drawers, the case may be, possible, sex tape with get your mind out of the gutter. Uh, or maybe with someone, with the supervisor, blackmail material. It's just something that you got to run in. Who knows how far your desk is in the building? Get to that desk with your box. You're pretty much grabbing everything like this. Then I just broke a fingernail. Well, not me, but someone else could feel the same way. You got to stand up. So, yeah, I mean, it's just something that we need to take control of. You can't just tell someone you go, just leave. And be rude about it. I mean, there's one lady, that I got for, oh my God, nipple hard-ons. You gotta love them. Not for men, though. Damn it, back there's spike. Anyway, so, you know, but when I point that finger, yeah, get it out of the gutter. Um, so, I mean, what are we looking for here? We're looking for reasons why this person should be fired, right? If we don't look for somebody to be fired, you should have a reason. Colorado has the same clause. They don't have to give you a reason. They can just fire it because they feel like it. Oh, guess what? You accidentally shit on the carpet. You're fired. You made a sex tape with one of our other employees, but when it was during your own time, but somehow we found out. Guess what? You're fired. The course first question that comes to your mind is like, I did not make a porn tape with that person. So you're either blackmailing me and telling me that, that whoever this person is had a tape and circulated around the workplace, right? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So putting on the brakes. So, but do we need something? Yes, we do. It's called a voice, and use an adjective to tell someone how you feel about them. Or you be a noun. You look like shit. Guess what? You are shit. You are a shit herder. You are a shit eater. Or you just love to kiss ass. I mean, I don't know how you want me to put it, but as far as I'm concerned, there's a lot of people out there, that voted for these guys, but no one voted in Musk, did we? No, we didn't. And that's part that pisses me off because we see this, and and you think it's okay, especially the people. These are people that voted for Trump, you know, and some of these people are people from MAGA, where they get fired, and it's like, what the fuck? I mean, seriously, what the fuck? I vote for you, and this is what I get in return. Fuck you, Trump. Guess what we're gonna be doing next time? Not for Vance. You know, it's something. Of course, and again, few years from now, I mean, it's like people that said, decide, eh, who did I vote for? Oh yeah, that's right. I voted for the other guy. So I'm gonna vote for Vance. That's kind of the reason why I'm, kind of doing this because if I'm still around, doing this, I'm gonna remind you who you voted for. If you need reminders, I can do that. Notorious if we're doing reminders. So it's just some things that you just don't do in front of me. Don't tell me you're gonna do something and you're not gonna do it. That's just me. I'm not gonna wash my hands off of anything. So when someone, especially in terms of politics, gets their hands dirty with something, I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna remind you. Okay, capiche? It's just a matter of how long are you gonna put up with this? I mean, I don't know how much longer I can put up with this. But then again, I can't really do much of anything only because of the fact that I go next week for a spinal block. Uh, one's my tailbone, and another one is in the disc area. That's where I think sometimes bugs fly in my ear. But it's the same thing. What do you want to do? I love to move somewhere, but I can't. It's back hurt my back again. And this is the crazy thing that this is just not. You know, wow, there's more of me on the screen. Wowee, huh, wow. Hey, you must have called me Cap, man. I'm wearing something new for a cap. Sometimes even a new T-shirt. You never know. You have my whatever T-shirt. I probably should have one that says "Eat shit." Remember the term back in high school? There was one "Eat shit and die." You can die on eating shit. I mean, but then you get some of these people who defecate and see them picking up food from their shit. Eh, 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 eh. No, nope. I'm not getting in that one anymore because unfortunately, when I was working downtown, yeah, you see these weird things, okay, and it's just not something I understand if they're homeless. I mean, but there's some people that aren't homeless and they have jobs and they can't make it to the bathroom. So what do? They shit on the side of the building. I mean, I can understand the homeless, but not people who aren't. Yeah, I'm sure there's a bathroom, in the next building or something. Who knows? Give me a fucking break. Yeah, yeah. Downtown living feels good. It really doesn't, but it feels good. So anyway, yeah, rant over. But you got to understand what I'm saying. Okay, we need the Department of Education. We need U.S. aid, and everyone just today's watching that in the news today. It's upsetting. I mean, people have worked hard, you know, in U.S. aid, and then all of a sudden, oh no, we don't want any other countries to have any help from the United States. Guess what? That's not wasteful spending. That's helping other people. Okay, people loving people and taking care of themselves. That's what USAID is. USAID is something that we want need to help other countries out. USAID is what we need to help some of these people. Overseas we're talking about. Some of this is in this country. What do we need to do to get these people back in? It's a joke. It's a complete joke. Our president is a joke. Uh, well, and it gives him some of the benefits of the doubt, only because of the fact that, uh, no, I don't think I should. Uh, just, it's been a month already. I have to give it a few months. Maybe I might be different, but I highly doubt it. Because take a look at the first term. This is the same shit, different term. But with an extra bonus, you get Elon Musk, which we never voted for, did we? No, we didn't. This lady reply and say, "I'll get you." No, you won't. So, yes, Natalie Whiplash. If anyone remembers who that is, hey, you know where I'm coming from. That's Elon Musk. I mean, the problem is, I mean, when you see him growing any facial hair, the first thing that comes to my mind is, seriously? And you wouldn't look like the Wolfman. You look like some sort of deranged lunatic. That's because he is. And it's just really, really, really disgusting. And his, when we know, even though unless Elon Musk's Tesla or the ratings are going down with Tesla, people are actually trading in their Teslas for maybe like a Chevy or maybe some people are just putting theirs on fire. As I've seen on the news lately because they don't like Musk. I don't think anyone likes Musk. I've heard that Canada is working on getting a you know setting up a system. I'm not no, I don't know if this is true or not. So don't be you know making I'm just going by rumor. Okay, like Canada, the 51st state, not going to happen. Uh, Voting to take Elon Musk's uh, that he can't be in Canada anymore. He can't live up there anymore. You're going to take away his residency. Or that's what we're going to call it. I have no idea. Or a visa, who knows? So it leaves him and with the other few places where we can go to here in the United States. Uh, Maybe South Africa will take him back. Who knows? That'd be lovely if they did. And he should be smacked in the ass so hard to a point that he loves it. I mean, but I'm seeing it on the news, as I'm sure everyone else has, where people are, just damaging. They're hating what he's doing, and what else can you do to say tell someone, we hate your product. We hate you, and we hate what you stand for because you put how much money into 250 million was it or 300 whatever it was to Trump because you wanted to buy yourself into politics. If you wouldn't have done that, I'm sure this shit fest wouldn't have started. And that's something to think about. Anyway, you know how it goes. I mean, when the shit hits the fan, usually someone else gets the blame for it, right? So what do we do next? Well, that's when you kill a congressman in your state, no matter who you are. And say, you know something? Let's get this lunatic out of office. Because who knows what he's going to have us do next? Is that sucking his toes, or whoever's toes are available at the moment, or just hanging out of their shoes? Who knows? Yeah, nasty habit. I don't know. Do you think I would know that's a nasty habit? Eh, no. So all I'm saying is just you got to listen to what a lot of people need to want to listen to what they want to hear. And the problem is a lot of people aren't hearing exactly what's going on. And when they don't hear what's going on, usually that means someone's going to get fired at a federal level, and sometimes even in your community. State of Colorado, no, you know, you get fired for no reason whatsoever. But when Andrew fired me, one of the jobs that I had that I wasn't lying about, and they said I was, and said bullshit. Okay, number one, I don't have the type of car that can make it through when my street is covered snow and no one else is making it out. Right, right. So, because I come in, you know, next day, and do you remember what it was like yesterday? I remember what it was like. What do you want to tell me? We're letting you go, and for what reason? Because you decided not to show up. Really? That bitch who told me that, by the way, was not professional about it, and I told her that to her face. Actually, I yelled it in her face and said, "Hmm, looks like someone needs to get another." I got under her skin with this one, actually. I pretty much said, "You know something? Not really professional about this, are you?" She's like, "What are you talking about? 'Cause you never really were nice to someone who you needed to let go. Am I correct? Uh, you're not supposed to be nice when you're firing someone. No, but you can be cordial. And it's another reason why. I told you the reason why, because you didn't show up yesterday. Hello, it snowed. I had drifts. I couldn't get out. What about that? Don't you understand? But the streets were fine, but I couldn't get out. Does any of that shit get in one ear and stay in there? And what doesn't? But yeah, I got under her skin. So, first thing, just, I told her, if you're working for me, I'd fire you. I own a business. Yeah, I would fire you on the spot because this is this for me. This would be unprofessional. You know, you gotta be smooth. You gotta be kind. Okay, if you want to be a bitch about it, well, maybe bitch at another job because you're fired. Uh, yeah, good days. The good days. Uh, yeah, person I was with was my supervisor. He was like, "You were like this when we hired you." I'm like, But when you have someone that's unprofessional that fires someone like that, shouldn't even be working here. But she's been here for the past 2 years. So I've had my own business. If she was working for me, I'd fire her on the spot. Well, that's your opinion. No, I think that would be more than other people's opinion, especially when I call the Better Business Bureau. You wouldn't do that. I did. So report. If I understand, they're no longer there. I'm sure there's other people besides me that got fired the same way. These collection agencies, they think they can get away with a lot of shit. They can't. I mean, if they harass you, if they call you more than one time a day, you report them to the FCC because they might say they're doing their jobs, but they're not. Uh, Another thing about collection agencies, I'm, personally, I've worked in call centers. I have mm, worked in call center. Hold on. Good thing my water isn't here today. You know, it comes down to a point where you need to really figure out where you want to work and where you're happy at. Because if you don't, don't blame yourself all of a sudden, when you realize, that this sucks. You don't want to be working for a job, you gotta bring you where your heart brings you, or you feel needed and wanted. And collection companies, they don't give a shit as long as they get their money from these businesses, which is the truth. I can really give a very rat's ass about what a collection company needs. So anyway, yeah, politicians, emissions, and crap. Crap is what I just told you. The emissions is transportation. You don't want me going there. They'll be yelling. So, well, why muskrat? Anyway, so I've exceeded my minutes, and right now I got to start doing my schoolwork. But until see, tomorrow is the 28th. If you buy something, uh, buy from a mom and pop place. Don't go to the other places. You know, you have these smaller businesses that are owned by, people that they're struggling because they need they need your yeah, they need your dollars to help to keep them around. I mean, if they don't have that, then what are they going to do? These are people who are starting either opening up a new job, opening up a new business, or starting a business, or possibly has been a business, but provide. You got to provide, you know, your local businesses. It's simple, very simple. Just do it. It's like, I mean, a lot of Mexican food places, that are using mom and pop. Learn Italian or French or whatever cuisine you enjoy, but even Mediterranean. That's not corporate owned. If you want to go out to dinner, that's what you should do. That's what I would do. I'd feel better with myself then, knowing that someone you know when it comes to food stores and all that, there really isn't so much because when you go in, you're actually paying a hell of a lot more than you would work at a corporate store. Then again, what do I know? But the thing is, some places have things that you are looking for that they don't. Right? Right. So, anyway, I'm gonna get back to school here. But You know where to find me at Retro Rockstar. Oh, and I'm still working on these things for the '80s, by the way. More thoughts came in last night. The whole treasure trove. But from that note, keep your head out of the gutter. You know it. Have a good night.